part where she arrives, little related things about it. I can really tell. Omar rising. Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'll be filming my first reading vlog. Now I'm going to sing in my last read, my current read, and my next read. So my last read was Kisses and Croissants, and I gave this like a 3.5 stars, I think. And my current read is The Witch Haven, and this is good so far. I'm like only at the beginning. And then my next read will probably be Pretties or Legend. I don't have Legend, so I'll have to get it from my library. Like I got this book from the library and then Kisses and Croissants from the library. So I'm starting to use my library a lot more now. So as I said, I'm reading The Witch Haven, and this book follows Frances, and so she's a seamstress, and one day something happens and she's like, how did this happen? So then these two people with black capes who claim to be nurses come and take her away, claiming she has a deadly illness. So they take her to Haven, and it's actually an academy or school for witches. So I'm at the part where she arrived and she's like just going through her classes every day. But her brother was also like her brother was mysteriously like found dead. So she's trying to like just get closer and figure out like what happened. And this is set in 1911. So this is like a historical fantasy mystery book. I'm on page 83. And I'm gonna keep reading. Okay guys, so reading update. I'm on page like 100 now, I think. But I'm gonna take a break from reading and build this model. And I have a few things done. I have this door, this shelf, which I think is so cute, and then my personal favorite, which is this little like pot shelf. I have the instruction book. I'm not on this page, it's in my head. And we're going to be building this shelf right there, shelf number 3. I've got all the pieces down, so we can start building these. So cold, so I'm like shaking down here. As you can see, it's not glued on yet, but it does look pretty good. So add these little pieces onto it, and now I'm gonna let this dry before I snap on these two pieces. So let that dry. Okay guys, I got the third shelf done, and this one's so cute. So I can add this to my collection of shelves, and then I just adore. Okay, so book update. I don't have my tripod, so it can be in my hand, so it might be a little shaky. But I am 3/4 of the way through Witch Haven. Okay guys, editing me here, and I just realized that I just stopped when I said I'm 3/4 of the way through. And I can't exactly remember what I was going to say, but I'll tell you like what my thoughts were on it at that point. So around that point, I was liking the book, and I was kind of just confused almost, maybe, where it was going, just as everything that was happening. I think that was all I was gonna say. I can't really remember, like, what else I would have said. So I'm gonna leave you with that, and then my final thoughts on the book will come later in the video when I finished it. Okay, so reading update, but I don't have my tripod with me because it's downstairs where I was making the model, so I left it there. But I did finish The Witch Haven, and I ended up rating that 4.5 stars. And it kind of turned into a murder mystery, kind of, almost. So it's a fantasy, just a lot of genres mixed together, I would say. I'm currently reading The False Prince. I started this yesterday because I finished The Witch Haven yesterday. But we didn't go to the library, so I wasn't able to get Legend. And then Pretties, the next book in the Uglies series, didn't really sound interesting to me. So I thought I would pick this up because I've been hearing really good things about it. Okay, now we're gonna get in the car and go to my family's house, but first we're gonna go to the zoo. So here are those clips. And then I went to a play with my family, but I wasn't able to take any videos, so I just took pictures. So here are those pictures. Guys, okay, so I finished The False Prince, and oh my gosh, this is such a good book. I totally recommend. I've only read the first book. I don't know if the other series is good. I heard that the third book is more of a book focused on a war, but I gave this 5 stars. If you don't know what this is about, this follows Sage, and he's an orphan. So this one nobleman named Connor just goes around looking for 4 orphans to train to take the place of a long-lost prince. And one of the orphans is Sage. We follow Sage and going through his training, and he knows that if he doesn't get picked, then he might die. And Connor claims that this is to stop a civil war. Sage is determined to play Connor's game and win so that he can get out of his miserable orphan life and go live in a castle and just not die. And now, so that I don't completely lie to you, I'm gonna read Pretties, which I've started. I'm less than 100 pages in. So just so I don't completely lie to you, I'm gonna read Pretties because I'm excited to read this. I've been intrigued by what this is about, and I don't think I can really tell you anything because if you're planning on reading Uglies, I don't think I can really tell you anything without spoiling something. So this follows Tally as the first book does. Okay guys, it's been a week at least since I've last updated you, but I'm still reading the Pretties. It's taken me a little longer than I thought. It's been about a week now so far. I'm still reading Pretties, and I don't have it here with me, but I have less than 100 pages left. I think I have 70, so I'm going to finish it today. Alright, so I think so I finished Pretties. Okay, so I got it. My book club journal, but it's just kind of a reading log, and you write it down, and you have 3 whole pages for notes. So I've been recording it, and I have a lot to say. I'm not going to say this all, as there are some spoilers. Okay, it's over here. Okay, so my first thoughts on Pretties were, it's interesting reading about Tally being a pretty. And this is not really a spoiler because you read that at the back of the book. It's also called Pretties. And then, very different mood from my final impressions. I wrote, ugh, why was this so slow? Sure, the ending wasn't what I guessed, but it was not surprising. The only ending that would have been surprising, and I ... I honestly don't think anything. If she jumped off a cliff, I wouldn't have been surprised. So you can see my thoughts there. And then I have some notes, and I'll read those off. It says, The book starts off with Tally getting ready to go to a party. This is a big jump from her being in the smoke to her asking her to close the closet for outfit ideas. It is time to slow so far. I'm 117 pages in. It was only a few pages ago where something happened. It's the pill, which was a tear on page like 80, so 30 pages later something finally happened. I finally found that Tally let Zane have one of the 2 pills, so she only had half here. We just got a visit from that one special circumstances person and got a job offer, which at the end of this book I'm missing that some people from the smoke said that they need info about something that happened, so I volunteered to go. This is the offer. Yeah. That's really so 2.75s, and then I didn't have a chance to record and update my things, so then I read another book, and that was Omar Rising by Aisha Said. And this is kind of like a interconnected standalone series. This is kind of like the second-ish book in the like next to A Mall Unbound, and I think the books in this kind of series have like the prettiest covers. Just look at these. And this was a reread, and then after I finished this one, so I finished this yesterday, I picked up Secret Library by Kekla Magoon, and I am 20%-ish of the way through, and the Secret Library, so it's about a secret library, and I'm really at the point where she has discovered it and she's going back there after school all the time. So I think I'm going to end the reading vlog here. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for next week's video. Bye!